1 can of Pepsi and a double extra large big gulp. Oh my God. I mean, that kind of puts things in perspective, right? If you're getting a double extra large, I mean, it's got the double rim top as well. Now, don't put a slurp in that. You'll piss off a guy I know of. Someone at my office put a Kia badge on their Cybertruck. Doesn't matter what you do to that thing, I'm gonna know. It looks unrendered and it looks clunky as hell. You're not gonna be able to disguise this truck. I'll always be able to tell that that's a Cybertruck, man. My girlfriend found this ring in her reptile food. Oh man, seems like someone lost that while they were working. Get that clean, see if that's legit. I don't know how you would return that back to their original owner at that point though. I mean, I think at that point that's lost forever, right? It's already been distributed out to a random consumer. Thrifted a shirt that was made in North Korea. Oh, nice. Are you gonna wear it every day, man? Or are you gonna only wear it sometimes in certain places? I feel like it might be part of your mandated uniform. Did an MRI, got a cool profile photo as a bonus. God damn. Yeah. It's a scary ass profile picture, man. Listen, that's the vibe you're going for. I can appreciate it. It's terrifying and I don't want to see it again. But I like your style. I got a valid $1 bill that is being tracked. Where has this bill been? Find out at www.where'sgeorge.com. Is entering this a waste of time? Perhaps, but be honest, you're just gonna watch more TV. If you're busy curing baby cancer or something, then okay, but I bet you could spare a minute. Satisfy your nagging curiosity and make a geek happy. Oh, that's dope. Wait, where has that George been? That's fun. Is that website still up? Where'sgeorge.com? I would love to see where George has been. Where has that George been traveling to? When you go when you go to the website, you are greeted with, there's a bunch of bills that are Where's George bills. And there is a real-time hit feed. And just right now at the time of recording, there was a hit in Joplin, it was at a Sephora. There was a hit in Maxwell, Indiana. There was a hit in Auburn. There was a hit in Quakertown. Shout out Quakertown. George would have loved that place. There was a hit in Albuquerque. It is everywhere, man. The Where's George the Where's George movement's going crazy. This bus stop has a bench which provides seating for one person. Not really a bench then, it's kind of a chair, right? Is this one of those anti-homeless measures? Measures of like, oh, what are we gonna do to stop the homeless crisis? Build a shelter? Nah. Let's make our benches impossible to sleep on. That'll curb the issue. Yeah, surely you're onto something. Car at my gym with a coffin in the back. I mean, maybe. I just saw his license plate. You next? Holy shit. This guy's awesome. This went from being like a funny joke about, oh, well, maybe he just wants to get his reps in for carrying the coffin. No, he's... He is a jokester, and I love this guy. Chicago has enough of a Polish population that there's a trilingual sign in the Daily Center. And yeah, there's information, and informacja. I don't know if I said that last one right, but well, you know you're in a little cultural hot pot when you're getting tri and quadrilingual signs. That's nice. You're in a wealth of diversity. I like that for you. While cleaning up a cemetery, I found a man killed on the last day of World War I. Oh, man. Herbert Bailey, beloved and only son of George and Emily Bailey of King Cross, who was killed in France, November 11th, 1913, aged 28 years. Damn. What is that? Interred in Cadre Military Cemetery, bearer or dearer to memory than words can tell. Also, Lillian, their daughter, died. Damn. Rest in peace, dude. My dentist office has a therapy dog that will sit with you if you're feeling nervous. Oh. I was hoping it would look like this. I was hoping it'd be a goofy looking dog. Oh, very nerves calm with your weird little human eyes. Zoo nearby sells ostrich eggs. God damn. I don't know if that would even be tasty to eat. Has anyone who watches the channel, have any of you had ostrich eggs? Are they good? I can imagine. I have no idea. For those wondering, one egg costs $22 and they claimed it contained about as much as 20 chicken eggs. Also, they claimed one needs a drill to open it. Just for fun, I went to go Google this and see if, like, you know, anyone on social media is opening their ostrich eggs with power tools. All I have seen is the most precise, careful opening using like knives and stuff. So I don't know. I haven't seen the drill yet, but I'm open to it. I'm open to seeing that. The faucet handle on the left is scratched by my wife's wedding ring, but the handle on the right still looks almost new. I would reckon that's because one of those is hot water and one of those is cold water, and she might favor one over the other, or that might just be where her ring is. That could be multiple options. You never know. The first digit of each room represents the floor it's on, except for room 606, which is on the 5th floor. Yeah, room 3, or button 3 rather, for rooms 305 to 316, Austin style. The 4 button for 405 to 416. Did we feel uncomfortable doing 606 in room 6 or floor 6? Did we not want to do like a 666 kind of thing? Was that the fear? But also, why is 704 in floor 6? Now there's more questions I have. This is like being superstitious and not having like a 13th floor because you're scared of what might happen. My fruit cocktail turned out to be tomato sauce. Oh no. Peel back that label. See if it says "just kidding" tomato sauce on the second label. Did you get pranked? That looks like there's a double label. Actually, look how it's peeling at the bottom there. That looks like there's 2 labels. And where I'm pointing at is, I don't know if I'm like tripping or not, but at the edge of the like left side, it looks like the label's loose or something. I feel like you've been duped by a trickster of some kind. This grocery store keeps the chocolate-covered almonds in front of the pads. Well, maybe you have a little hankering and you need to get a pad. Who said you can't do both? I will say, how much is that for those? $10.69? You can get cheaper chocolate-covered almonds. I don't know where you're shopping, but Scam Mart is not my place to go. My hospital birth certificate has a typo. Certificate of birth from the Monticello Medical Center. This certifies that blank was born to blank in this hospital at 9:44 o'clock a.m. on Thursday, the 18th. The 18th. That's how they thought it was pronounced, and then they spelled it how they pronounced it. It could have happened to anybody. Could have happened to anyone. And you were born in 1980, and you're just now telling us this, man? It's 2025. A painting my dad did of Luigi shooting the Monopoly Man. Very good. And you know what? If he gets arrested, guess what? Mario's his lawyer, and he's gonna hit a combo and free his brother. All right, and that's a good story. My infection looks like it's dripping down my arm. Ew. Well, why would that happen? So this is from a cat bite, that infection they have. And cat bites are interesting. I learned today that cats carry a particular bacteria in their mouth called Pastorella multicida, which is a nasty little thing. And apparently, even if you're on the appropriate antibiotic therapy, Pastorella infections can just go awry for fun. But good news, it's not sepsis. And OP spoke to their doctor. They're on antibiotics. All the tests look fine. They've taken preliminary tests and they took an EKG and everything looked all good. They had like an elevated pulse at a high temp, but those have lowered and everything looks good. So that's nice. Glad this ended with something being okay instead of it being like, oops, you're dead, which is how a lot of Reddit stuff goes. Like if you post, I talked about this before. If you post an infection or something you have on Reddit, there'll be someone in the comments ready to type, yeah, do you hear the bells of the angels because the trumpets are blaring for you, friend? It's your time. It's never helpful. Left the white cover on my couch and it rained. Now it looks like a murder scene. Well, it can't look that bad. Let's see it. Oh, no, it does actually. It does look that bad. Never mind. Yeah, it looks like you killed someone to death. What the hell? Take the cover off, man. The rain's gone. Hide it. I lost 140 pounds again. Damn, man. Good for you. And weight loss is one of those things that's so difficult, man. I'm on a weight loss journey myself right now. And I will say, the biggest thing that I have learned is like macros and stuff. It was something I never really gave a shit about until I started really taking it seriously. And I would try for a little bit before and I'd give up because I'm like, I don't want to track every meal. But for me, it's been super helpful. And you don't always have to do that. It's different things will work for different people. For me, I have found that it helps me to like measure it out and see how much protein I'm getting, getting, how many carbs I'm getting, how much fat is in the meal. You know, those things have been really beneficial to me. It's no easy feat. And hell yeah, props to this guy for dropping the weight. Sometimes we get it back and that happens, but look, he dropped it again, man. That's perseverance, and that's a good trait to have. Mine and my neighbor's dog have progressively dug a trench, chasing each other back and forth. They're trying to figure out how to get to each other. They want to figure out how to stick around and play. And they're gonna figure it out, man. They're smart. They've tried jumping, but they can't get the vertical on that to get over the fence. So they're gonna figure out sooner or later how they can hang out and have a fun time. This mountain peak has a free beer station that is donation based. Oh, yeah, you want a little beer? Come on, weary traveler. Dude, the bench looking over the mountains, that's gorgeous. That, I feel, that is fantastic. I could just be 1,000 years old watching over the mountains like a guardian. That looks amazing. I suspect not free and donation based, but rather an honesty box. I think there is a big distinction here based on the intent of the provider and customer. And yeah, I don't see like the honor box or like the little like, you know, little box to store the money anywhere, but this is common. I think in Europe a lot. I don't know where in Europe this is, probably like Austria or something, but the honor box thing, I don't think I've ever seen it in America. The closest I could think of is probably like take a penny, leave a penny, you know, but otherwise, no, I don't think I've ever seen this before. And then you can't do this in America because we're just be like, oh, it's free. So you can see by the, you know, the post. If there's not someone there asking for your money, they're gonna be like, don't mind if I do, one for me for free. Woke up from a nap and found my oh my God, wow, my finger. Yeah, that's what it sounds, of course. My finger printed on my hand. Oh God, damn. You had one hell of a nap, dude. So I've always wondered how sleep lines happen, and I looked it up and it makes sense. Those sleep lines, like when you get like sheet creases on your skin or like the finger imprint, it's prolonged pressure and friction that has been created, which means that you are not moving. I'm someone who tosses and turns. I very rarely get those sleep lines. I got them more when I was younger and I would stay up all night, but now I don't get them. My newborn baby in a body composition pod. Oh, you're setting into Death Stranding. How's it going? How's the body comp happening? Body density model, Fawman. Body surface area model, Boyd. Okay, that's nice. What about everything else? We don't know the volume measurements in progress. We're figuring out how dense your baby is. Okay, not bad. Let us know how it goes. If the baby is subpar, there's a chute that he goes down. You don't see it, but it's there. One of my local gyms has different membership prices based on gender. All right, let's see. No contracts, no bank drafts, no initiation fees. One day is $3. For women, a month is $17 and 3 months is $44. For men, damn, $10 more for a month? Holy shit. For men, a month is $27 and 3 months is $69. Goodness. All right, I looked up the gym because I just had to figure out what's going on here. And this is a gym that is like an old school iron gym. It's been open for 49 years, since like 1976, right? And yeah, there's no contracts, no bank drafts, no startup fees. And from the looks of it, the way this gym looks, this is like a place that I think they're pricing it this way because they're trying to open up their consumer base more and get more people into the gym. This looks like a place where a lot of dudes would go train, like big, like yoked guys, right? Like big ass dudes. And those are always the friendliest people at the gym. But this pricing to me doesn't seem like it's like malicious. I think they're just trying to get more people to go to the gym. More like, you know, I think they have more male members than female members, and they're trying to get more women to come to the gym that has this guy's atmosphere to grow their base. You know, that's what I'm assuming is going on there, which is cool. You know, do your thing, man. It seems like a good place to work out. This parking voucher is valid for 70 years, 12 hours, and 23 minutes. Wow, and you could just leave it there. I mean, hey man, they can't tell you because you have a valid piece of paper that says you can leave that car there for as long as you'd like. 73 years? Why not? Was it 70? I don't even remember. It's like 70 years. I added 3 years just for fun. What are they gonna do? What's 3 more years? The religious hospital has a painting of Jesus helping a doctor read a medical book. Wow. I mean, he's not even looking at it, if I'm gonna be honest. Jesus looks like he's more interested in the book than the doctor is. Something has caught our doctor's eye. So I'm just looking to see if anything's AI. I see the word medicine. I'm very curious if this is like generated or not. It looks like it's real, but you know what? I can get behind the point of the painting, because this to me looks like they're trying to say, like, you know, Jesus helped the doctor study, and the doctor is the answer to your prayers, rather than people who are religious maybe refusing medical treatment because they believe that their God will cure them. I think this is really good. You know, I think this is good. I don't even know what else to say. I would hope that this convinces someone who's maybe like very, very devout in their beliefs. They'll see this painting and go, oh, so the doctors are the answer. Jesus helped them read the book. You know, why not? Why not? My store-bought root beers were filled to varying degrees. Oh no. I mean, that's what you get for buying Barks, man. Everyone knows that mug keeps it real, all right? You're buying Barks because you're a amateur. You're not ready for the big leagues yet, kid. Keep on drinking those inconsistent Barks, all right? When you feel like you get a little hair on your chest, come have a mug. This homegrown tomato was completely seedless. It's not a seedless variety. Oh, but how? This is how you know we're in a recession, all right? This is a true recession indicator. You know why? The economy's so goddamn bad, not even the plants want to reproduce. They got no seeds. Got no seeds in it, man. This tortilla chip was a dozen individual chips that fused together during frying. Ooh, let me see it. Oh, dude. It's like the Megazord of tortilla chips. That I can't even imagine taking a bite of this thing. This is the molar muncher, dude. This is the molar demolisher. You bite into this thing is destroying the roof of your mouth. It's even got a barb at the end of it. You see that? The very end of that chip, it's got a barb. This thing is gonna dare you to defy it and try to eat it. Let's see how strong you really are. This driverless train in Denmark has a fake control panel so children and adults can pretend they're the ones driving. Oh, that's fun, right? Is pretend that you're the one making all the decisions on the train. There's an actual control panel directly underneath it, which has similar controls. What? So it's more like a train. It's more like the demo mode before you move on to the full game. An albino squirrel I saw on my walk this morning. Oh, hell, wait, hold on. And you had an all black squirrel next to him too. You have the yin and yang of squirrels just kind of hanging out. Do they all come in pairs like this? So something I'm trying to learn about albino squirrels in particular, because I thought this was kind of cool. And I can't quite tell in this photo because the eye is hard for me to see. But if the eye is red, we'll know if this is like a albino squirrel through albinism, right? The other way there could be a white squirrel, which just so we're clear, because I feel like this is important. The white squirrel is just a color variant of the common eastern gray squirrel. It's not like a separate species, at least from what I've read. But the reason they're white is because they have a partial loss of pigmentation caused by a recessive gene. It's dissimilar from albinism because in albino squirrels, they'll have a complete absence of pigmentation. They'll have the pink eyes and they'll just be completely white. But white squirrels will still have like dark eyes, and sometimes there'll be like a patch on their head that's a little darker. So I find that really interesting that there are two kinds of white squirrels. They are both rare, and you can tell if it is, you know, albino or not by the color of the eye. I think it's neat. I think it's pretty neat. Albinism as a condition in general, I think is kind of bizarre, but not like in a negative way. You know, it's just like kind of cool that can have. Genetics are weird, man. Uncle severed the pad off of his index finger. Doctor searched it on upside down. I actually saw this post a little while ago, just browsing Reddit on my own. That has got to be the most unique finger now, right? I mean, what happens when someone asks to take his fingerprint and they go, what the f am I looking at? What happens to this guy now? Do they take him in for questioning? I just discovered that my van has slots for spare change in the cup holder. Oh, hell yeah. I remember these kinds of vans, dude. My mom had a van like this. Yeah, you'd have when my mom delivered papers when I was a kid, I remember this kind of cup holder. These were sick. Video rental stores are still common in Japan. Hell yeah. Yeah, they are, dude, because they still believe in getting the movie locally. Look how many they got there. Oh, shit, I see Blood and Honey down there. That might be one for you to grab. Blood and Honey 2. That might just, is this the horror section? It has to be, right? I think I'm looking at all the horror movies. I see Speak No Evil. I see some of these I don't recognize. I see Late Night with the Devil. Good movie. Watchers. What else do we got? I'm trying to tell. It's hard for me. Some of these I don't think I'm going to know what they are. But yeah, man, you got a good selection there.